Good day and welcome to Chess Corner. In today's game, we have a game from Title Tuesday wherein we're going to look into a game between Grandmaster Hikaru Nakamura against Grandmaster Alexander Bortnyk from Ukraine. This is actually from round 11. In this game, Hikaru Nakamura just recently played on candidates wherein he ended second place or runner up just behind the new challenger Grandmaster Gukesh. Well, let's get right into it and let's see what happened on this game. So here we have e4 by Naka, we have knight f6 by Bortnyk. Now we have d3, not the common opening that you will see on a top level Grandmaster moves. But anyway, we have d5 now, and now we have e5, attacking the knight right away. We have knight d7, d4 now, c5, c3, and now knight to c6. So now this is actually transposed into an advanced French opening. So we have f4 and now e6. We have knight f3, bishop e7, all developing move, and now we have bishop to um, d3. So this bishop is well placed in this position. If the black decided to castle on the queen side, then this bishop will be a huge threat on the king side. But of course, we have f5. He's trying to blockade this bishop, depending on Naka's response, because you have an option to basically recapture with this pawn like en passant. But what's going to happen if you do that? You're actually helping the black to basically develop, and he will put pressure here on d4 pawn. Let's say, for example, if you capture, bishop takes f6. Now this bishop, this pawn, and this knight is already pointing at this d4 square. So of course we have castle only by Nakamura. We have c4, so attacking the bishop. And now you notice that this center is already closed. He played b5, so with the intention of trying to open up the queen side. So here we have king h1. After king h1, we have knight to b6, and now we have several options. We can go bishop e3, queen bishop e3. We have knight bd2 and rook g1. But now we have b3 by Nakamura. Not the best continuation, but I think the idea here is he would like to open up the queen side so that he can prevent the black king, doing castling here on the queen side. But anyway, we have f5, a5 rather, and then we have rook g1. We have king to d7. So he decided to just keep the king in the middle because it's pretty safe because the king is actually covered with the pieces here. The center is still close, and right now he's actually well defended in this position. So we have bishop e3, not the best continuation here. The suggestion is first off, you can just simply play like knight bd2. This is just a developing move, but anyway, bishop e3 is not that bad. So we have king to c7, and now we have knight bd2. We have a4. So right now it's Nakamura's decision to I can play b4 to blockade it, or I can actually keep it open by capturing. But if you're gonna keep it open, then it looks like it would be good for black because right now most of the pieces of black are actually on the queen side. So here Nakamura decided to close the queen side by playing b4, and now we have bishop d7. We have g4 now, so striking on the king side. So here we have g6, and now we have a3. So right now the queen side is completely closed. So we'll be focusing now on this side of the board because this is actually the area we're in. We can still open up the possession. So here we have bishop to e8. Queen e2 was played, king b7, waiting move. And now here we have, let's go back, hold on. So here we have rook g3, so the idea is to double up the rook. Now we have king a6, and now rook g1. We have rook a7, and now we have rook h3. So there's always like an option to close it, and you're gonna put pressure here on h7. But the thing is, If you're gonna close it, then it's very hard for white to basically exploit the weakness here on 8-7. So here we have knight to a8 and now bishop to f2. We have rook b7, bishop h4 was played, so trying to eliminate this good bishop here, the dark bishop. So here we have capture. We have capture, and now we have 8-6. So here, if you're gonna go g5, then definitely he will close the position. So here we have knight to f1 only, trying to improve the position of all the minor pieces. So here we have rook h7, now knight e3. We have knight to c7, and if you're gonna take a look at the position, there's actually a tension going on now here on f5. So here we have rook h3, and now queen to e7, and now Nakamura decided to capture the pawn on f5. So here we have capture, and now in this particular position, if you're gonna take a look, right now this is the only open file. So here we have rook to g3 first. So Nakamura decided to, okay, I'm gonna control this file first. So here, it's very hard for black to basically, do counter or like look for a counter play. So here we have bishop to h5 only, trying to pin the knight, and probably he would like to, exchange pieces to simplify the game and to give more space for the black pieces. So here we have queen f2 unpinning the knight. So we have capture, and now we have capture. So we have king b7 and now capture by Nakamura on f5. But let's go back before the capture. If you're gonna take a look at the position, if you're gonna evaluate, um, this is better for white in terms of like a control, like activity of the pieces because of this open file. But right now, it's very hard for white to basically continue with the attack because you only have this rook, and right now, I mean the seventh track is well defended. So this is actually the part where Nakamura decided to exchange the piece, and now we have capture attacking the queen, and now there's actually an outpost on d6, and the knight on d6 will be a very strong piece there. Not only on d6, but there's an option to go on c5, even on f6. So here, the only move is queen. So we have queen to f8, but now we have a check. We have king b8, and now we have f5. So on top of the control on the file, now white has to pass pawns, knight on d6. So this is a well compensated sacrifice on f5. So we have h5, not the best continuation, but here it's very hard for black to basically find the best defense here because right now the suggestion is to go knight to d8 like a waiting move, but of course, given the time as well, like 11 seconds, 11.4, Nakamura still 1 and 33. So it's very hard to look for the best defense in the position. So here we have h5 anyway, and now we have f6. We have knight to d8, now queen to f5 with the idea of placing the queen on d7, but not right now because of this rook. So here we have knight to e6, good move, trying to blockade the queen. So here we have this move now, which is f7. So there's a possibility of going to g6. We're gonna put pressure on this knight. So here he decided to go rook g7. So after rook g7, we have capture. Knight takes g7. Now finally, queen was able to come into play by queen d7. And if you're gonna take a look at the position here, white has two attackers, the queen and the knight, and the only defender here on the king is just this knight, and this knight is not doing like a good job in this position because right now it's defending this b5, but this is a weak square on b7, so this will be like a target for white here. So here we have knight to e6, now queen c6, the target queen b7 is actually a checkmate. So right now you have only one choice, which is knight to d8 to prevent this check. But now we have this after check, we just play queen to b6, and this is actually the part wherein black actually resigned because anyway, there's no hope for black anymore. We can actually continue here. Game may continue by a king to a8, but after capture, this is actually completely winning because well, this is well depended, and let's say for example you try to move your queen at least. So we have knight to b5. I have a checkmate here. Of course, it's not yet over. You can go knight to c6. But now in this position, I have several options, and this is the fastest way to do it with a check. And of course, you need to capture, and then I will just promote this into a queen or a rook, and that will be checkmate. Well, this is actually game over for white. I mean black, unfortunately. And again, Hikaru Nakamura is actually the champion in this game again, straight from candidates again, champion in this tournament. Really good game by Nakamura. He's really quick or very fast in this game. As you can see, 1 minute and 14 seconds still. Well, anyway, thank you for watching Chess Corner. I hope you like it. Please consider subscribing, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Bye bye now.